All right, so she's in a decent relationship here now, but it's the dog. The dog is getting in between the two of them, and she's about ready, this close to giving him the ultimatum, like it's the dog or me. All right, Bert Show. And if you guys got something going on in your life you want to share with us, we turn around, we give it to Bert Show fam all around the country. Hit us up at thebertshow.com. Hey, Bert Show, please help. My fiance and I got a dog a year ago, or should I say he found me some dogs to choose from, and I got to pick one for a Christmas present. Obviously, I picked the cute golden one, and it was going to be my best friend, or so I thought. It soon became man's best friend and my worst nightmare. To me, it's a nightmare and not a good fit for the family. To him, it's an angel. She writes, it's, and here comes capital letters, absolutely is not an angel. It chews up all my shoes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That dog's gone. And everything it can find. My fiance doesn't take care of her, so I'm left cleaning up all the messes. And on top of that, I think I'm allergic to it. Ever since I got her, I've been having itchy eyes and sneezing, and it does not listen to me. I've had enough. I brought up the idea of maybe rehoming, but literally his response was no, absolutely not. She's perfect. And jokingly, he said, it's me or the dog. But I don't think he was joking. Help. What do I do? 1-855-BERT Show.
Okay, so they said they went with the golden and they got it as a puppy?
Yes.
All right, so it's in that stage. Like the first 2 years of a golden, they chew everything. Mm-hmm. And if you don't do proper training, it is like it can be a nightmare, especially when they go through that adolescent teenager dog stage. Like they have a lot of energy, which means they need to go on a lot of walks. So my suggestion is you took the responsibility of getting a dog. Mm-hmm. So now be a responsible dog owner. What you have to do is maybe look into training and wait for this phase to pass, because it is literally a phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard nothing about, we've reached out to trainers. I've taken them to classes. Like, you do that for at least, 6 months to a year before you even think of rehoming a family member. Like, that's not part of it. So, like Kristen said, I don't hear you putting in the work, unfortunately. I mean, even, there's special allergen baths, special shampoos you can get for your dogs that'll help with your allergies, and that puppy dander is really crazy in the first couple years. Plus they want to go out and they want to roll on stinky things. Puppies are just weird, right? So you have to put in the effort. You have to give them a special bath, do everything you possibly can. And if your allergies are still jacked and nobody's helping you clean and the dog is crazy, then you can consider that.
Yeah, that's what I had to do with the dog also, a couple of different dogs as well. Before you give them away or you refamily them, for me, I just had to do everything I could to make sure it wasn't going to be a good fit, because that's tough, man. Mm-hmm. They really did become part of your family, and giving them up, I think you owe them that responsibility, and it doesn't sound
at the minimum
they've done everything yet, Mo.
Yeah, I would definitely get some training, and I would also force him to step his game up too, because she's saying that he is not taking care of his part around the house, so I would get him to kind of step his game up to help.
And that's the thing. If you've ever done proper training for your dog, it's not even your dog that's getting trained, it's you as an owner that's being trained. You have to know how to handle your dog. So when dog trainers work, they work with the dogs, but they also work with you because you are responsible for the dog's behavior.
Andrea, good morning. You are on the Bert Show. Hello.
Good morning.
All right.
I have the same exact situation. My husband years ago got a little pit bull puppy. She was adorable, and everything was good for the first couple weeks, and then I ended up taking care of the dog, all that kind of stuff, and then I ended up about a year after that, because the dog would not listen to me. She would chew. Anytime he was away, we had tons of problems. So I ended up signing up for training classes. So, and that's the only thing that saved it, because honestly, we were fighting all the time about the dog, and because he was working more than I was, and I ended up taking more of the responsibility, even though, he really wanted the dog kind of thing. But now it's 8 years later and things are good. You know what I mean? But it was rough at the beginning, for sure.
Yeah, they need to get a trainer in there. So,
absolutely.
Because the dog doesn't know the difference. The dog knows that dad over there is kind of the alpha of the pack, and she doesn't have any respect for our listener right now. So they need to get a trainer in there because this really is it's an owner thing. It's not a dog thing.
Yep.
The Bert Show.